All right, so quick little video for Haven Training Center. It's a dual lit, channel letter, face lit, trim cap, and polycarbonate out the back. So normally, obviously, something like this wouldn't warrant a video, but because you guys are so busy and there's some little challenges to this, I figured I would give you a heads up video so that way when it comes time to make this thing, you won't be caught off guard because this isn't as slam dunk as it seems. A little bit of stuff to do it, but you gotta, you got your face, and this gets vinyl on the face, so get this to first shop immediately before you trim cap, and you'll have polycarbonate backer. So there's a vinyl, there's your pattern. So the main thing to worry about is that laying this thing out, we're looking at 3/8 flange. So before you go notching, switch the notcher up to a 3/8. If you haven't done that, hit me up and I'll walk you through it. But you put that little extra piece of metal in there and it pushes the notch out. So hit me up on that if you have any questions, but otherwise you will have to switch this to 3/8 flange and do your scribe at 3/8, all that. And then so the red here is the polycarbonate backer. Because just for a quick reference, if we just did it normally, like we quote unquote normally do, this is what that detail would look like. So your backer would be here and this would be your trim cap. This thing would just turn into Pillsbury Doughboy nonsense. So in order to have a standing, fighting chance to try to get these notches, I kind of hand customized this tilt so you can see where it's a little different here. But that also just exposes that you're going to have to get rid of all of the flange in this area. So you can see where the flange stops here. So you'll essentially have this bend laid out. So from that bend to all past here, then what you want to do is like you'll lay out this bend and you'll lay out this bend, and then somewhere in there lay out where this is, and you're going to want to, while the return is completely flat and you're laying this out, you're going to want to mark where this is and this is, and then probably bend your flange on the big break, and then you're going to want to bend and get rid of all of this and clean that out before you put this into the foot brake and start trying to form this. Or, like I say, just the whole idea of this video is just to give you a heads up. If you see a better way of trying to pull this off, whatever, but it's going to be challenging. And so that means that this return is just going to be floating next to the backer. Thankfully, it doesn't have to be sealed because it's a double glow, so the light will be going out the back. So having the return attached to this probably isn't a big deal. But anyway, but your rivet will start here and you'll be able to rivet there. So anyway, this whole thing is just a heads up for that. Just keep in mind you're going to have to do that when it comes time. The other thing is, I know it's muscle memory to start at the top with the seam, but do the seam on the bottom because of the fact that this is indoors and it's just right there like a little art piece. So we want to definitely make sure the seam's on the bottom versus the eye side of the top there. So that's it. Just a quick heads up for that. So, but if you have any questions, about any of that, the return is 60 inches, so you will be able to do this in one piece, lay it all out. So, anyway, but it's just not quite the slam dunk it appears to be. So, hit me up if you have any questions.